welcome to the Morning Shred, brought to you by Snowboards.net. I'm Jenna, and I've got AJ here from K2, and we're going to talk a little bit about the K2 Mini Turbo board. AJ?
Mini Turbo. So this is a super fun, super cool board. What you're going to notice for this is it's going to be for a kid that's kind of just getting into it, just starting. But it's also a board that progresses pretty well with kids that are starting to become park riders. So you don't have to really necessarily move out of that board after you pick up, the standard style of snowboarding. So what it's going to really feature that's going to be great is it's going to have catch-free rocker. So what that's going to do is it's going to have flatline, which is going to be entirely flat until you get close to the tip and tail. You're going to have catch-free rocker that brings up the effective edge just a little bit so the board doesn't feel as kind of catchy. It's going to float, feel a little more like a skateboard. So it's going to be easy for them to initiate those turns, but it's going to be playful enough that they can kind of start figuring out a style if they're going to stay all mountain or if they're going to start becoming more involved in the park.
And that's pretty big because I think when anybody starts out, kids or adults alike, catching your edges, it gets pretty frustrating starting out. Anytime you can help or keep that from happening as much as possible, it'll really get them, a little bit more comfortable and confident.
Exactly, yeah, and it is. I mean, it does help definitely with that frustration level, so you're not catching up as much. And the cool thing though is when they do get over it, the performance aspect, like I said, where you don't really have to advance up from this board, is it does have the construction of it is hybrid light and noodle. Okay. And what's cool about that is it's going to be a thin sidewall actually along the whole edge of the board. So a lot of times with other junior boards, you're going to see where it's not going to be a full sidewall. So this gives you a lot of energy and power transfer to actually progress with that board longer.
And it's a fairly soft board, of course. Why is it important for a kid to learn on something that's fairly soft, but that will maintain that same soft flex with energy to it over time?
Exactly. And the thing about that is you want, if the board's too stiff when they try to go flex it in, they're not actually going to flex the board to initiate all the contact points on the board. So it's just going to kind of kick them back, as opposed to where that softness is going to allow the board to actually form to what they press, and it's going to allow that turn to actually start turning.
And some kids' boards, maybe those are a little bit more inexpensive. Once they get past that initial, learning kind of phase, it won't progress with them.
Exactly.
The energy's pretty much gone from the board. It won't have any of that performance, right?
Yep.
Very good. Well, there you have it. That's the K2 Mini Turbo. Check it out at snowboards.net, and thanks for watching the Morning Shred.